Good evening, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. This is Rich again, back for your third and final video blog of the night for Thursday, September 3rd, 2015, around 7:28 in the evening, Billerica, Massachusetts. Sun's going down, and with some rumbles of thunder, but that cooler's off. It's going to be a clear and calm night and low humidity tomorrow. Some news to report: ESPN has taken Kurt Schilling off of covering Sunday Night Baseball for the rest of the year because he made inappropriate comments. The Patriots' final preseason games tonight against the New York Giants right now, and no Red Sox game tonight. They cannot win or cannot lose. And that's about it on the news. My third and final video blog subject of the night is my personality profile. Tonight's personality profile is Bill Mercer, who's known for calling world-class championship wrestling for many, many years. But Bill has also been a long-time sportscaster in the state of Texas, and he's called, many, many sports teams for pro and college teams. Bill was born and he grew up in Muscatine, Oklahoma, and he served this country in the U.S. Navy during World War II. After the war was finished, he attended Northeastern State College in Oklahoma, and then the University of Denver, where he got a degree and stuff. And then he was a long-time play-by-play announcer of baseball games and football games and professional wrestling. He first called minor league baseball for 12 years, for the Muscatine Giants for a few years, then the Dallas Rangers and the Dallas Fort Worth Spurs. These were minor league baseball teams. Bill was a good play-by-play announcer, and also Bill did play-by-play for many years. He was the first play-by-play announcer on the radio for the Texas Rangers in 1972, and then during the 1974 season, Bill was the play-by-play announcer for the Chicago White Sox and television and stuff like that. And also, Bill called football games. He first called the Dallas Texans games of the old American Football League on the radio for 3 seasons, and then when the Dallas Texans left to go to Kansas City, he stuck around to call the Cowboy games on the radio for many, many years and stuff like that. But eventually he left calling Dallas Cowboys games on the radio in the late 60s. He was replaced by Vern Lundquist, who famously now works for CBS Sports. Also, Bill called play-by-play for North Texas football and basketball for over 30 years. Bill called the football games, play-by-play announcer for years. Some of the people he called doing play-by-play eventually became pro wrestlers. Kevin Von Erich and Stone Cold Steve Austin played for the North Texas football team. And also, Bill called the basketball games for North Texas for many, many years. He was also a news reporter for KRLD radio and television in Dallas for many, many years. He was one of the reporters in that infamous day on November 22nd, 1963, when JFK was shot in Dallas, Texas. He was a reporter there. He was also interviewed for a book about JFK as well. He was interviewed for a book that was written about the accounting of that day and stuff like that. But Bill is known for his work for working for world-class championship wrestling as the announcer. Actually, Bill called professional wrestling as in the early 1960s for the territory in Dallas, and which was run by Fritz von Erich, who was an evil German wrestler, but in real life he was Jack Atkinson and stuff. And Bill called the matches for the Dallas territory, which evolved into world-class championship wrestling. Bill was, a decent play-by-play announcer for professional wrestling. He was a little enthusiastic and stuff, but he wasn't like over the top and stuff like that. He called many great matches, including the infamous Von Erich versus Freebird matches and stuff like that. Also, Bill Mercer was involved in many skits with the Freebirds, which was very funny. Like, he had to pick up their bar tab and stuff, and when they played pool together and stuff like that. It's very good. Also, a couple of times Bill went down a water slide and stuff like that. It's very funny. Eventually, in 1987, Bill stopped doing play-by-play for World Class Championship Wrestling. He went to the rival Wild West Wrestling, which only lasted a few months and stuff. But, when he did that, he kind of got blackballed by World Class Championship Wrestling because jumping to a rival promotion and stuff like that. And afterwards, when Wild West folded, Bill Mercer did not call too much wrestling action after that. He would occasionally come down when they had the GWF, Global Wrestling Federation. He did some interviews on the side about the tragedies of the Von Erich kids on a current affair and stuff like that. And he, did a documentary about the Von Erich tragedies, Faded Glory, which was a VHS tape. It was also shown on public access television in the state of Texas and stuff. And Bill Mercer's now retired, and he's in several Hall of Fames, including Texas Baseball Hall of Fame, the University of North Texas Sports Hall of Fame, and Texas Radio Hall of Fame and stuff like that. Bill Mercer's close to 90 years old, but he's still kind of active and stuff like that. He recently did a shoot interview about World Class Championship Wrestling. He retired to North Carolina. He lived for many years in Dallas, Texas and stuff. And but when he stopped doing wrestling and other sports, he moved to North Carolina and stuff like that. Bill Mercer's had a long and illustrious career and stuff like that, being a pro wrestling announcer and a sports play-by-play announcer, and also witnessing history on November 22nd, 1963 and stuff like that. So Bill Mercer's seen it all. And that's about it on him. And that's about it on these video blogs, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Tomorrow, 3 more coming your way. First video blog will be about the top 10 greatest moments in WCW Monday Nitro history, because 20 years ago tomorrow was the first ever WCW Monday Nitro. Second video blog of the day will be about MBTA Bus Route 104. It goes from Sullivan Square to Mullen Center via Ferry Street and Broadway. And the third and final video blog of the night will be about personality profile. Tomorrow's personality profile will be about Ed Whalen, former Stampede Wrestling announcer and Calgary Flames announcer, the late great Ed Whalen. And more video blogs are coming your way in the coming days, weeks, months, years ahead. Keep calm, everybody. And I'm a Julie Button guy. Julie Button's News 6, Orlando, Florida. The stunning smile, the cuteness, the nice legs. She's the best. And Molly Rosenblunt, the Fox 35 rocks. And in the words of Dr. Thomas Sharkey, former principal at BMHS, this action will not be tolerated at BMHS. Have a good night, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Bye now.